The silence in the Al-Hamd Boys Hostel doesn't just sit there. It breathes. I moved into room 302 during finals week, desperate for the isolation. The hostel was an old colonial era structure, all high ceilings and peeling plaster. The warden, a man whose eyes seemed perpetually fixed on something behind me, gave me a single warning. Don't open the door at the end of the north corridor after midnight. It's a storage room. It's better left closed. The first 3 nights were mundane, the smell of old books and the hum of a distant ceiling fan. But on the 4th night, the scratching began. It wasn't the frantic scurry of a rat. It was the rhythmic, deliberate sound of fingernails dragging across wood. Scrape, scrape, scrape. I stepped into the hallway. The air was unnaturally cold, thick with the scent of damp earth. At the end of the north corridor, the storage room door stood slightly ajar. A sliver of pale, flickering light leaked from within. "Is anyone there?" I whispered. My voice felt swallowed by the darkness. I approached, my heart hammering against my ribs. I looked through the gap. The room wasn't a storage closet. It was a replica of my own room. My desk, my laptop, my own made bed. And there, sitting in my chair with his back to me, was a figure wearing my favorite hoodie. He was hunched over, scratching something into the wooden desk. I felt an unblinking gaze from the shadows of the room, as if the walls themselves were watching my reaction. The figure turned slowly. He didn't have a face just smooth, pale skin where features should be. I bolted. I didn't stop until I reached the warden's office. He didn't look surprised. He just looked tired. "I told you not to look," he sighed. "Some places are like mirrors. They show us versions of ourselves that weren't meant to exist." I moved out the next morning, but sometimes, when I look in the mirror to brush my teeth, I see that smooth, faceless version of myself standing just a few inches behind my shoulder. Maybe stress played tricks on my mind. Or maybe some places carry things we simply don't understand. But one thing I believe with certainty is this: everything happens by the will of Allah. Nothing moves, nothing changes, and nothing touches our lives without His knowledge. Everything happens according to Allah's will. And maybe some questions are not meant to be answered. If you enjoyed these tales of the unseen, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share your own hostile experiences in the comments below. Subscribe for more chilling tales.